Hello, Minecraft fans. Sockscraft's back with another episode of Sockscraft, and today we're going to start out by hanging out around the bounty board. We're going to put up a bounty, Beacon Socks, to the brave soul who is willing to risk their lives taking on the Wither. Hey, Wither. Sock Depot is putting up a bounty of 10 Yum Yum for another star. If the brave soul requires help, Socks is willing to take to the battlefield and assist in murdering the Wither. Let's put that up there, and hopefully someone picks that up for us and we can easily get a beacon for Beacon Socks. Where did that building go? There is a building here. Let's look at the changes up there. What has Y-Coop's been up to? I'm so interested in what this is going to turn into. It's coming along. Ooh, shroom lights. I like those. I need to start using those. I like that. I'm not sure what's going to end up here, but I did figure out an easy way to get up here. So, you know, you go in the middle and you just stay there. I kept pushing forward. Once you get to the top, you know, push your little forward button to get up there that way. But yeah, this is coming along nice. You can see it's a Y-Coop's build because of that block there. Yeah, it's coming along nice. I like it. I'm interested to see what it's going to be long term, or the end product, I guess you should say. So let's get out here. Let's try to find where those villagers got relocated. I have no idea what he did with those. Jake moved them. They were right here. I don't hear them talking anymore, so they're not underground for sure. Let's head on over to his base area and see if we can locate the villagers. I'm so jealous of that beacon. Yeah, we'll have our own soon. It's not over here. Let's see. I don't see an entrance anywhere. Not back there. Let's go inside. I love what he's done with this entrance. All right, that. Okay, let's look around. Oh. Okay, that's a way up. So there's got to be a way down, right? Down there. That looks scary. I wonder if that's right. Not in there. All right, let's do it. Okay. Whew. All right, let's see if we can find these guys. I want to know what he did with them. So we got a little Melon Farm thing here. What is he doing here? That's a good way to farm. All right, let's go over here. Let's see, this is where the beacon action happens, apparently. All right, how do I get out of here? Okay, let's over here. And I thought I was gonna die. All right, back up. All right, so let's go back this direction. Let's see what's back around this corner. Nothing. Okay. Oh, some copper, some lightning rods. This is gorgeous. Some more shroom lights. This is gorgeous. I love what he's done here. Beautiful. Looks like he still got some extra spots for some more villagers. I dig it. I dig it a lot. All right. Very fancy. What is... hop. And then back here... Okay, nothing exciting here. Let's get out of this place. And yeah, I love it. Good job, Jake. I love that a lot. We're gonna head on over and check out some other places, and then we'll get started with what we're gonna do for the day. Let's head on up. Looks like Andy has added a new bridge to get across to his little land here. Beautiful. I like the basalt in here. Nice touch. Do like the way they... Oh, yeah, that's not how you get down. Let's redo that. Let's go back up here. Oh yeah, I like the basalt and the transition there. It's pretty. It's pretty awesome. Oh, and the flags or the banners, and then the grand entrance. This fence I think is new. I don't know if it was here last time we were around this area. Maybe it was. I'm not sure. But everything seems very intentional in Andy's areas. I love these little farms. He's got his little skeleton horse there, and our goat that we got him. Some cows back there as well with some hay. And around here, looks like he's building a little pond. Yeah, that's a pretty pond there. And just some cool little paths. I dig it. I dig it. So today we're looking at an outline of the wall. We got most of it done, or at least the outline of it, so we can actually see the scale. It's not too big or too large. I think we'll be able to get it done within the next episode. But before that, I started thinking we have a lot of resources to gather and a lot of blocks to place. So if we place some logs, Wanted to get the rest of this outline done, place some more basalt, jumped up top here, added some more logs. Then we came to the desert and we started to gather the beginnings of what's going to turn into a cactus farm. We got enough cactus to get that started, and then we're going to move on with our lives so that we don't want to just keep coming out into the desert. Then we jumped on into the creative. We jumped into creative mode to start laying down the idea for a cactus farm. We're going to need a ton of the green dye to be able to create the stained glass that we need. So instead of just farming it out in the sand, we're going to make a farm. And it's, pretty common. You space these out, you put cactus on top of it, on top of the sand so that it can grow. After we get those placed down, we then put fence gates or fences in every other block pretty much, or above every other cactus. Above and next to, words are hard. So the idea there is that when the cactus grows, it sees the gate next to it, it automatically breaks, falls into the water stream, moves on over to the hopper. So we got that all set up. So we decided to switch over the game rules, increase the tick rate or the tick speed, random tick speed to 1,000. So we wanted to just give this a run, see how it's working, make sure that, we're not losing anything. That was a big worry for me last time I built one of these. I was losing a lot of cactus. Then we added more layers to it. And you can see here, we're kind of watching it and I see cactus are breaking and they're falling and hitting the cactus below them and disappearing. So that's not going to work. We're going to have to come up with a little different design, maybe have more water streams in between each level so that the cactus can flow to the front and then fall into that water stream in the front instead of falling down and losing some of them. It's going to get good rates either way, but I don't want to lose any of the cactus. So you can see here's the better long-term design that we came up with. There you go. It's a stackable modular system where we could go as high as we wanted. We'll probably just do 3 or maybe 4 stacks when we do build this. Next, it was time to get more resources and find damage from a creeper, I think. I'm not really sure. But we need these resources, we need specific resources, and the best way for me to get them is from my villagers. So we grab a bunch of wood here, some oak logs. We're gonna head on over to our crafting table. We're gonna turn those into sticks. This is gonna be the first effort that we're gonna have at mass getting a bulk amount of emeralds from our villagers. So we're gonna do that. Then we head on over to the villagers, trade our sticks for emeralds. That guy's happy with us. Nope, we can get a little bit more from him. All right. Looking good, nice and traded. Go back to this guy, get even more. This should be a good start for the build we're thinking about. And then we try to find our stonemasons. He's not happy. He's already been exhausted. So we find another one and get as many bricks as possible. Kind of a hint here, or a foreshadowing, bricks is going to play a big part into the build in today's episode. We get as many as we can. Did have to come back here multiple times during the last few days to finish up this build, but we gather our materials up. We're going to head on over to the industry area and get this build started. First thing we're going to do is get that cactus farm going, and then we're going to go on to making it pretty. That's going to be kind of the concept we're going to go with moving forward. When we make a farm, we're going to make it pretty on the outside. So it's not just this ugly contraption that we created. We're going to actually make it look good. And what is that? I forgot about that head. That scared me. Back up on the scaffolding to give you an idea of exactly where the farm is going. It fit perfect. I built this in creative, pulled the dimensions out, went back into survival mode, and it fit perfect in that spot. I couldn't be more thrilled. It worked out perfect. Unbelievable. I could not believe it. But before we get to building that, we had to head on over to the community smelting area, and we added into the right chest about 4 stacks of glass to get started. That should get started. Just started. That's not going to be enough for the entire build, but that'll get us going on our way. Check the bounty board. Nobody's picked that up yet. Does Andy have anything fun in here? Yeah, there's some stuff. I'm tempted to buy some things. Onto the build. First things first, the collection area. We want to build that out and make sure it's in the right spot so that the building that we're going to put around this farm has enough space. We don't want it to be too cramped. We want to make sure we can walk inside the building in case we need to do any type of maintenance or make changes to it long term. So first, what I'm doing is I'm building a path outside to beyond the walls of the building, or the soon to be building, that our water stream is going to go. So we're going to have the water flow down here, and we're going to have a bubble elevator send the materials, or the goods, the cactus in this case, up to a collection system. Long term, our idea is to have pipes throughout this whole area that send all of our AFK resources to the same collection chest sorting system. Easy for me to say. So we keep plugging along here. We think this is the best spot for us. So we're gonna start laying this out, put the water into the system, see if we got the distance correct. I forget a lot of the times the right amount of distance, but we got it going. Using our infinite water source here, we can then fill it up. And then we're gonna come on over to the bubble column. As you can see, we're starting to create that. We gotta fill that in with water. And then we're gonna do the nice trick with some kelp and turn those columns into water sources so that we can then have the bubble elevator. I'm not 100% sure if the double column is gonna work here, but we're gonna give it a try as we get our kelp going. And the double, I forgot about fences. Our gates, I forgot about gates. We need to add gates to the sides so that that water doesn't flow the wrong direction. All right, let's get over here. All right, there's a gate put in place, or a sign. It's a sign, words, my goodness. So we got a sign in place. Now we're gonna switch to the soul sand, get all the kelp out of the way, pop that down, and bubbles. Oh, there we go, works perfect. All right, llama, what is that llama doing there? Let's get back in here. Start working on this second one as well. We can get down there like this. Let me in, there we go. All right, back over here. Looks like we forgot one of our signs, but we'll get this going. And double columns, and things aren't gonna flow right because that sign's not there. Okie dokie, things are going swimmingly. Okay, testing it out. Dropped some signs. They're slowly going. And down. And then up to the bubble column. Please, there it is. And it's stuck. All right, we'll change that. Okay, so we went with the single column. We ended up redirecting some of the water so that the items do flow up to the single column instead of the double one. I don't know what I was thinking. I've never done a double one before, but yeah, that's how it turned out. So come on over here. Let's kind of show what's down here. Block this out of the way. And see it flows down, and then right there the water turns, and then the kelp gets stuck. So we went and collected some glass for that. Let's get some glass because that's slidey. Glass is slidey. So we have some packed ice that we will be able to, or ice. And then we come back over, we put the ice in place and jump back down here and doop. And go to our inventory, grab our ice, place that down. Oh, apparently that is definitely gonna work, and now we're stuck here. Oh, silk touch, switch to that, and we'll probably, oh my, spend the rest of the night here, potentially, if this block, come on, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Ah, free at last. We're doing a couple more tests here, just throwing some kelp into the water streams, making sure that they end up going up a moth just flew in front of me. Make sure they go up the bubble column into the sorting system, or eventually into the sorting system, and it looks like it's working. It's a little slow, should be fine. The items won't despawn that quickly. It should be good, it should work. Gets to the edge, drops down, cows are mooing, and it slowly gets over to the column. We could probably race it there and win. And oh, there it goes, it beat us a little bit. Working perfect. All right, so we built it. Didn't show much of that build, but there it is. Let's fly on over to it. You can see it up close. It's a big block of glass. And this was after an AFK session, about an hour and a half. We got 2.5 stacks, or almost 3 stacks, and I guess a chicken was stuck in there for a little bit as well. I don't like it. So the next phase of this build is to make it pretty. We got to make it pretty. That's a... I'll get better at flying, I promise. I promise. On to the next phase. We're gonna place a bunch more blocks. Yep, got some wood here, some dark oak. Let's make sure we have that next to our handy dandy axe. We're gonna strip that. We're gonna, can we, gosh, Bedrock. Let me have stuff in my offhand. Come on, Bedrock. So we'll strip it, we'll jump up, we'll do another one and strip it, and this is gonna take quite some time. Doing this one at a time. That's not enjoyable. There's a frame. Now it's pretty. Much better. I think that's the way you design a farm to not be ugly. Yeah. All right, so let's go grab some blocks out of the shulker box here, and let's get laying down some brick. We're gonna lay some brick and put some of this wood away. We don't need it anymore. And we're gonna go 1 in, so we're gonna add some depth. The idea I had here with this build was a lot of depth to the eye when you're looking at it, and you'll see that later on, but we're gonna get this first column going. That's about the middle where we want the doorway. Let's go here. I think we went 1 too far on this side. Let's back that up. Yeah, perfect. That'll be our entrance to the building. Making it an industrial brick type building here. Let's build a couple of these columns up so we can get a kind of an idea of how it's gonna look. Make sure we don't hate it. It's looking good in these resource packs so far compared to my creative. I still haven't updated that one to match. Yes, I love that contrast and the depth that it adds. The doorway is gonna add even more depth, but let's get this one going. Up, jump, jump, jump. We're gonna need a lot more trading with villagers, a lot more bricks. This is gonna take a little bit of time. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but that outline's coming out nice. I do dig the decision to use the brick and the dark oak together. I think it's looking slick. I dig it. All right, so we got the front done, and I wanted to show you that before I went any farther. Boom. I think it's gorgeous. I love it. There's a little bit more detailing to go to it, a little more decorating. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, it's got kind of like an old Western feel, kind of, but it is an industrial building, I feel. Don't look at the side, it's not done yet. But one of the things I kind of overlooked, I thought I did 2 wide here. Apparently only did 1. I think what we're gonna have to do, I don't like the way the bubble column looks out there. We're gonna have to figure something else out here. Maybe just store it here for now. Maybe some, yeah, I don't know. That we gotta bring this in 1 more level as well, or 1 more depth. I don't know the word to say that. It's gonna be a too deep wall at the beginning, but we gotta get rid of this column eventually. I don't like it. You can see the rates are good. Lots more work to do. We're gonna jump ahead a few days in real life and take a look at this build finished off. We're gonna, first time I've ever rode the horse over here through the gate. We stole these streetlights from Adam Beardoff. Thank you. I was in your area earlier today and decided I liked them, so they're in my build as well. Let's put our horse down here. Let's attach him to some of these fences so he won't run away. And let's back up and take a look at this. I think it turned out great. I love the way the window shades look. We still got that to take care of. We'll get that taken care of, but it turned out great. I love it. This path, the road kind of just leads up to the building. We're trying to play around with some intersection designs there with the basalt. I like it. So up here we have this checkerboard look. We ended up going with the deep slate and some polished stone. And then we have this like X pattern in here that kind of has a larger square in the middle. You kind of see it still with those chairs in the way, and kind of repeated that over here. I think it's pretty. You can still see the glass a little bit through the windows, which I was a little disappointed with. Maybe we'll get a different texture pack or resource pack to kind of fix that. We got to finish the inside here still. Still a lot of work to do on the inside, but I like the way it turned out. It has its function. It does its job. It hides the farm, and that's what I was going for. I wanted to fix that. My goodness, that's embarrassing. Llama, what are you doing? What is up there? Another llama. What are they doing in here? So we'll have to make sure that this is lit enough so that we don't get bad guys spawning in here as well. But yeah, we got this little nice seating area, but let's take a look here. Yeah, the rates are good. I've used some of it, made some green dye already, made some glass, preparing for the outside of the entire wall of the area. Got to do that next. Oh, let's fly. We'll fly on up, turn around, take a look at it from above. I think it turned out great. I love it. I like this idea. We're going to build some farms. We're going to make them pretty. We're not going to just have these ugly farms like this stupid iron farm. We got to fix the iron farm. We'll get to that soon. We'll do some more of this wall. I'm going to try to get that done before the next episode even starts. That's the goal, at least. But yeah, let me know what you think about this build. If you like it, if you change anything, let me know about this area specifically, because I struggled with it a lot. I dig it. I'm happy with where it's going. Let's clean up some of our mess over here with the right tools, because we're ready to move on to the next project. We can get rid of our little water source here. Get this shulker box. Head on back. So we do need to do a little view of it in ray tracing enabled. We'll come back over here so we can get that turned on. The moth is back again. It's coming after me. So, yeah, thanks for hanging out. But yeah, before we go, we will take a look at this in RTX. I think it looks slick. I love the way the wood's a little too shiny, personally, for me. Wood doesn't really look like that. It looks like we've added a nice, I guess, polyurethane layer to it, or coating to it. I think it looks sweet. These chairs, the X doesn't stand out as much in ray tracing. A little disappointed in that. I don't play very often in this mode. I just like to look at the builds in both, maybe for screenshots and things like that. The lighting looks great though at night. I can't wait to get this whole area filled with farms and buildings like this so that's complete. No more grass around. Yeah, you're next. We also got to move that creeper farm. We did mention we're going to do that. It's going to be in this area eventually. Oh, that's going to be a task. But I want to thank you for hanging out. Another episode of Sockscraft. We flew. I told you I'd get better at flying. Thanks for hanging out. If you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for hanging out for 21 minutes in this episode, and I'll catch you on the next episode of Sockscraft.